Hey.
Cool. What's up, and welcome to week 11 of the Manga Club, Manga Cast. I'm Jeff Gobil, and today I will only be your host for a quarter of the time. This week, we're giving everyone 5 minutes to host. Once the alarm goes off, we're just jumping to the next person, regardless of where you were in rotation on the questions. Everyone now has a copy of the questions, and anyone can choose whatever host style they want, as long as these questions are getting answered in order. And we're going to start with Alyssa, hitting the timer. Oh, sorry. What did we read?
I sold my life for 10,000 yen a year.
By?
Oh shit, hold on a second. Oh my god, if my computer can not be dumb.
Yeah, so this is the one that Michael recommended.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It was a good recommendation, too.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
I thought it was a little heavy. If you fucking set my anxiety off like 4 chapters in.
It's by
Soichi and Miyaki Sugaru,
Sugaru.
with the artist also being Taguchi Soichi.
Okay. So a true mangaka. Okay, jumping in with host as Alyssa, starting now.
All right. Let's go opposite order on my thing. Mike,
Salt.
how did you like this manga?
I really liked it. That's why I was like really excited to like share with you guys. Be like, guys, read it. And it's like I think I can fit in with you guys now. I found something.
I contributed.
But no, I really liked it. I did kind of feel getting close to the end, it just kind of started to drag just a little bit, but not to the point where I was like, oh, it ruined it for me. So I really enjoyed it.
How did you come across it initially?
I don't remember. I think I searched up like short mangas, like completed mangas or something like that, and I just stumbled across this. And I was like, okay, it's only like 16 chapters. There's not a whole lot of pages in each chapter. I was like, oh, I'll bookmark it and then I'll read it ahead of time. And if I think it's like worthy enough for the group, then I'll suggest it. So
Worthy.
worthy. And honestly, I think I've had it bookmarked since like the first episode we did.
Oh, shit.
I
So
did
this has been
like
sitting for a while?
yeah.
No, it would have been the third week, I think.
Third
Why
week.
do you sound off, Jeff?
Oh, because I'm talking like into the top of the microphone rather than directly into it.
Okay. Yeah, you
No,
sound
that's
better there.
Yeah. So yeah, so I've had this brewing for a little bit, and then finally, I was like, you know what? I was like, let's just give this a try. I was like, I need a little break from like Berserk and like other things, and then yeah, I got hooked. I think on and off at work, I read it in like 2 days, and I was like, yeah, I think the group would like this one for sure.
It is nice that I have to switch this around. It is nice that 16 volumes isn't like long for us anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chapters, not volumes.
16 chapters, yes. Okay, does that sound better?
That sounds way better.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'm just gonna keep the mic out of the shot.
Also, I had a different, where Mike says it kind of dragged at the end for me. I thought the beginning was kind of slow and draggy. But by the end, by like second half, I was just like full into it.
Yeah, the pacing seems a little bit not consistent throughout the whole thing. There's like sometimes it goes fast, sometimes you real slow moments.
Try like this here. Does that make a difference? That's a little bit better. Sorry, adjusting my camera.
All good. Will, how is it compared to other manga of this type?
It's up there. I mean, that's pretty much all we've read pretty much for this manga cast, other than like All You Need Is Kill. They all kind of fit the same kind of template. Like, not template, but like
What would you describe
themes.
this type?
Just, I don't know, kind of drama-ish, sad kind of stories. You know, there's usually a message in there.
I like my sad stories, Will.
I enjoy them. Like,
I'm almost thinking for that 2-week break we should read Your Lie.
oof.
But that's like 6 volumes. Or just
Is
2
it?
weeks, so.
Oh shit. Yeah, I've never read it.
I don't think I even finished watching it.
No?
No. I think I started it, but...
You goddamn fool.
You idiot!
Are a constant source of disappointment for me.
He starts to sound like my dad.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It wasn't like super like, oh shit. But I'd put like at everything we've read so far, it's top middle of the pack.
Okay, Jeff.
Yeah.
Did you take breaks, or could you not put it down?
I had to take breaks. It sincerely set off my anxiety. On top of going through my trauma, whatnot, just unpacking it in therapy, I've been experiencing on the side, just to make it a little spicy, an existential crisis. And of course, reading a book where you can literally sell off your lifespan and just know when you're going to die and get money for it. It's not that it appealed to me, but it really put my mind back in that, oh yeah, we're all going to die one day. And it's going to happen a lot sooner than later. And we'll just be a blink in the grand scheme of everything, which won't matter at all because this world will eventually burn up. The universe fires or whatever the fuck.
From COVID and from Trump destroying everything.
So yeah, I had to take breaks just to answer your question.
Well, I realized we probably should do like a quick little summary of what the manga is.
So,
oh, go ahead, Mike.
so I think he's broke. He has done nothing with his life. I think he's literally sold everything in his apartment, all the way from his TV, his couch, his bed, to now his books and his CDs. And then while selling his books, the old
Michael,
man.
your host.
So while selling his CDs, the old man basically said, like, hey, you know, you look like a good kid. You can sell some of your life for money. Like, you could probably get a lot from it. And so he goes,
I forgot about
does
that
it.
part. Yeah, shit. You
Yeah,
should have
so
got a lot more money.
Does it. And then from there, he meets, I forgot what they're called. Their observer, that's it. The observer that basically watches them. And they just kind of, some things happen. And then just some laughs, some tears, and just some good old times happen. So basically this kid sells his life and shortens his lifespan by like 30 years. And he's going to die, I think it's like 3 months he has to live.
Mhm.
And he knows exactly when he's going to die, like the date, basically. So he's just trying to just get shit done in 3 months. So, let's go. Will, would you read this again?
Yeah, I'd read it again.
Yeah.
Give me like 2 months or something, just kind of forget some of the finer things, and I'd read it again.
Yeah. Also, would you recommend it to anybody?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Actually, this would actually be a great like short little anime or
Yeah.
like a movie. I feel like this, because I mean, it takes place in 3-ish months.
Yeah.
Pretty short.
Yeah,
time
about 3
frame.
months, yeah.
I could see it being a movie, yeah.
Was there at one point he's like, oh yeah, it's Christmas?
Yeah. Even when that happened, I was like, when the hell did it become Christmas?
Yeah, because all in one panel, you just do like candy canes for like, again, a panel.
I was like,
I
what the hell?
completely missed that.
Yeah, I don't
It's
remember
very
that.
quick, yeah. It's
It
I
is
think
very
only
quick.
4 or 5 chapters in.
Okay.
Alyssa, did the plot make sense to you?
Yes and no. I was talking about Jeff earlier because when he finished it, I was like, but I'll save it for the manga cast.
Yep.
I like the plot of like the idea of how you can sell your life and how they come to that, whatever the monetary value is, and that whole idea, the dynamic of having an observer. Yeah, I felt like there was like kind of lots of moving parts, but they're all kind of around obviously the same theme and same storyline. The one part of the plot that didn't make sense to me, and it felt like at the end it kind of got rushed, was there was a very self-realizing moment where, because there's a part of the manga where the dude is interacting with his observer, and the whole town starts to notice, and like, yeah, this dude's kind of like talking to himself, because the whole thing is no one else can see the observer besides him. And so he becomes like a town icon, I guess, that people start paying attention to. Like, oh, how's what's her name?
I can't say it.
Oh, hold on a sec. At the top of my head, I don't remember either.
Yeah, but there's a point there where everyone's kind of invested into the story that he's creating, with this imaginary girlfriend observer that no one else can see. And one of the big reveals at the end of the manga is
Miyagi.
Okay.
One of the big reveals at the end of the manga is that he decides to cut the 3 months that he had even short into like 3 more days left, and that's it.
It cuts his last month short.
Yeah.
His last 30 days.
Yeah.
And the whole reason why was because in his last 3 days, you don't have your observer anymore. And you don't have your observer anymore, and he put a lot of whatever money he had left to help her in her situation. So there's a point where he's sitting at a fountain telling everybody that, oh, she's gone, we broke up, we had a fight, and everyone just starts overwhelming him with like, oh yeah, you're such a nice guy. And just kind of like a real community, like, oh shit, all these people cared about me. And has like a kind of like one small moment where he's all touched by it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just goes, okay, yeah, but we're going to keep going to my same track of offing myself. No option out of it. I thought there would have been like a realization moment of like, oh shit, my life actually does matter in the grander scheme of things.
Oh, and you wouldn't want to die?
Yeah. I don't know. It just felt really rushed at the end to try and wrap it up, everything in a nice little bow. And
yeah, and I think that was the point of the manga, was to like, if you were given the option to sell your lifespan, and in his case, his life wasn't even actually worth the 300,000 yen.
No, 10.
She actually gave him
10 yen a year.
300,000. Yeah,
Well,
she actually gave him that 300,000 because
Yeah.
she felt bad. So I think it's like the whole thing. Like, yeah, at that time, he didn't accomplish anything, so he just wanted to like sell his life, get whatever done. But like, can you really actually put a value to somebody's life that when you still have to live it? Like, you don't know what the future holds.
That's what I liked about that conversation when it's the guy from the bookstore again, but he's talking to the older guy with the kid.
With that random kid, yeah.
Yeah, which I was kind of weird because I'm like, it didn't seem like the kid was his.
No, it wasn't. At the end, they're like, "Oh, thank you, Mister," whatever. So that's
You guys talking about that
a
bonus
completely
chapter?
different story. Yeah, the 16.5.
No, that's not 16.5.
No,
that was
like,
chapter 9.
Between chapter 8 and 9, there was a bonus chapter.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah, there was a random. Yeah, it was an adult.
I thought it was weird because it's like he's about to go on
okay.
the date with the one chick, and then
Yeah, I actually just skipped a chapter and I was like, I got to make sure I read this. Maybe I'll go back and read the bonus.
No, did you end up reading it?
No, I had shit to do. I worked like right till 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was just the old guys talking about like, what do you think of the value of human life is, and what do you think the minimum is? So it's kind of a lead up to like finding out the minimum value isn't 10,000 yen a year.
Yeah, isn't it like 30?
It's 0.
Is it actually 0? Oh,
He was worth nothing.
He was worth 10.
He's worth nothing.
Oh no, yeah, we're talking about. Okay, never mind.
He was actually worth 10, but when they were discussing like, what do you think human's value could be worth, it was like the minimum 0.
Yeah, I thought it was. I got a little confused there because I wasn't even speed reading either. I must have just got tripped up over like getting absorbed in the backgrounds and whatnot. But I thought the chick had actually just given him money straight up, and that he wasn't selling his life at all. She was just essentially giving him cash.
No, he still gave.
He still gave the life.
He still gave the life, but she gave him more money.
Yeah, no, I'm
he
just
didn't,
saying. I got confused at that part because I thought it was revealed that he's gonna live.
Oh, okay.
And then I went back to read it. And I'm like, wait, did she give up her life because she's ultimately paying back her mom's time? I thought maybe she like tied into her own time to give him more time or some bullshit like that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it did get a little like confusing at the end, but eventually he found out that she gave him the money. He was worth nothing, so that's why he shortened his last month to just 3 days to pay her back, to at least give her some money back, and to basically.
I thought he increased the value of his life so he would get a bigger return. So he would net.
He did increase that. His value of his life did go up because he got more in the
30 months than he did for the.
He got more in the 30 months,
the
30 days than he would have for the 30 years he gave up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so then pays her back. She kind of finds out and was like, you know what? Last time I fell in love with somebody, which was like that lady that basically treated like her daughter. It's like, you know what? It hurt way too much. She's like, you know what? No one that I've observed has ever like treated me like you. So thank you for giving the money, but I'm also selling my life basically to like pay back my mother's debt. So I could just spend the last 3 days of our lives together, basically.
That was the other plot thing that I found weird, where they have the whole few pages that are talking about like, oh yeah, all his art lost potential.
Yeah.
And like, oh, you could have done this and made meaningful contribution to the art world, which would have upped your life. And he just has that really self-reflective moment, and nothing.
Or he's like, what's the point of being? He's pretty much like, what's the point of being famous, and I'm not going to be there for it anyway.
Yeah, because they're saying one of his paintings could sell for like millions or something like that, and
or his potential, his
potential. And he said, he's like, what's the point? He's like, I'm not going to be around.
And his whole wanting to raise as much money as possible to lower her debt.
Yeah, just live out the fucking 30 days and make the most money you can.
Yeah.
Or at least like live half the days and then sell the other 15 once you increase.
The thing about art is usually the value doesn't go up until you die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't be worth much when he's still alive.
You could like started a shotgun.
Yeah.
All right, who's host?
Will right now for like another minute.
I didn't even hear it.
43 seconds.
I haven't heard it.
I love these tangents though, so.
No, it's fine. Right. Gotta keep them going. Do whatever you want the host.
What are some themes you picked up on?
Death, dying, existential crisis, worthlessness, finding your purpose, love, obviously.
Yeah.
Being appreciative, because that's ultimately how she falls in love back with him, because he appreciates her. A little bit of selflessness in there. Kind of reminded me of that one story about the man or the lady, the wife who sold his hair to get her husband a belt, but the husband sells his pants to buy his wife a comb. Let's see your host again.
That was the alarm? I heard that one.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm the host. Sorry. I haven't hosted yet. Recommend plots and some themes. Let's go with Alyssa. What are some of the symbolisms you picked up on? Symbology.
Where's Robert when you need him to answer these kind of questions?
Just get pissed off. I don't know. There was a cat at one point, I think. Go fuck yourself.
Get fucked,
I
mean, there is a cat at some point. Because the cats can actually see the observer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. I don't know. I guess the whole wondering whether he made it up. No, that's not really symbolism. I guess
it's skepticism to the bitter end.
The whole notion of, again, life worth and what that means and how you live your life.
You want to say anything?
That plays along with one another.
You want to say anything about the vending machine photo tour?
Oh, I literally have one of that up as one of my favorite panels.
That was pretty cool. Yeah, I want to see the film get developed of him taking the photo of the chick in front of the motorcycle.
Oh yeah, I was wondering that. Like,
and where does she
go? Side by side of like the dude looking at it and not seeing her, and then him looking at it but seeing her in there.
Like, I take Instagram photos in my own life if I want to remember something.
Yeah.
Last year, June 23rd, I had a very hard day. I took a photo of a cloud, stuck it on Instagram with a very simple caption that no one would pick up on. But every time I need to remember that day, or if I want to remember just how far I've come in like my own process, I'll go back to that photo and be like, yeah, June 23rd. Shit, it's been over a year since then, huh? And that kind of reminded me of that.
Too, if like after he dies, are they able to or if she's no longer observer, were people able to see her in those photos now?
Yeah, now she comes back.
Just in every single photo, she's like
maybe
little like just pops up in
they're all blank.
She wasn't there a minute ago.
Turn them around, sweetie.
Imagine developing the photo using all the data. Imagine developing the photo as she's like becoming not an observer.
And she's like, what?
She's transparent.
She just slowly comes into like the picture.
Jeff, your host, right?
Yeah. Were there any loose ends in the plot hole, Michael?
I was really hoping you'd ask me that. The one loose end in the plot that I could think of was, what was that noise?
My phone was right next to the mic, and I got a text.
Okay. Was that they never actually explained, when you sold your life, your time, your health, where did that go? Who was it going to?
Yeah, why do they need that?
Yeah, like every single time I kept flipping the page, I was hoping that there'd be like he would ask that, and she would even just briefly explain it, be like, oh yeah, like famous people like to buy it, like, or like
Yeah, I can
president
picture that.
kind
Like
of
a
thing.
very rich billionaire kind of person. Like, I want to live forever.
Exactly.
Kingdom for another breath.
But they never once ever explained it or hinted to what they did with any of this stuff.
Well, didn't they say the mom bought?
The mom sold. The mom. No. The mom.
The mom sold her time and died prematurely.
Yeah, sold her time, and that was it, and died prematurely, and that's why she had to pay back her debt.
Mm-hmm.
But she's all secretive about it. You're not gonna be secretive about that.
I thought it said she bought time.
No, she sold.
I'm pretty sure she sold.
Yeah.
To take care of her daughter or something, and then just killed herself.
But if it makes sense that you can sell, it makes sense that you can buy.
Yeah, but not once they even like give that an option or explain any of that. And I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of things, at the end, it wasn't necessary.
It was still round out the story, though.
Yeah, exactly. Even if it was like a one-panel kind of thing, like just one page, just saying like, yeah,
the universe,
or being like, buy and give it to your dog.
Like something like, oh yeah, you're selling your health to basically try to help cure this kid that has cancer, or something like that, or like, you're selling your lifespan to somebody that's about to that's depressed, is about to kill himself, but we're gonna give him some actual life to just carry on, like just something weird like that. I would have been happy with that. We'll just never know until the movie comes out.
Let's hear your host.
Well, did you like the ending?
I don't know, truthfully. Because in the end, they both die.
You don't know that.
They both gave up all their time, so they both only had 3 days.
What if the whole shit was fake and they're just giving out money at a bank?
I'm not gonna lie. The whole time, every time I read, I was like, man, what happens if it's just in his kid's head? If none of this was real?
Yeah, they kind of cocked.
I like he does have that
15.
moment. I love how he does have that moment right near the end. Where it's like, wait, what if all this is fake?
Yeah, what if she never existed?
Yeah,
with the panels of like the empty main area.
Like right before she was right behind him, and people are like, wait, she's real?
Yeah, that was kind of a weird one. The people just accept that she's real. This
that was
performance
my
art,
one.
and now she's
that
here.
That was kind of one of my things. Was like, wait, she's real? But they were just like, oh, that's so nice. Oh, like not like, wait.
Also,
what?
she just cheated on you, didn't she?
Yeah, they're all just shitting on her.
Yeah, they literally were just saying like, oh, she's such a bad person. You're such a good person. You don't deserve that. Oh,
but
hey,
you guys don't fight. It was all like,
don't fight, you guys.
Thing, and then
like, don't ever fight again, guys. Okay, love each other.
Oh, you crazy kids.
Ah, you.
Also, you'd think you'd be upset that he gave up all his time to save her, and then she was just like, nah, I'm gonna go out with you.
They're just also nonchalant about money too, just like throwing it.
Chucks it off the bridge.
Yeah, and
which I mean, that's fair. I get that.
Yeah. To be fair, if I had some fuck you money, I'd do some stupid shit.
Yeah,
but like,
especially I'm not gonna be able to carry it with me. So I mean, like that doesn't irk me too much.
The end is nigh, and I'll just throw my manga like off a cliff.
But I do like this. I do like the sentiment of like them getting to spend their last days together and
What's up, Mike?
No, I was gonna say like, for him to going back to the money thing, throw the money off the bridge, and then like later on find out that it was basically a donation from her. He just just kind of fucked it off.
Yeah, that was funny.
Kindly apologized about it. She's like, no, it didn't matter.
Just kind of hope you'd spend it on yourself. The fuck.
Make your life better, goddammit.
Be right back.
So
I also don't mind seeing of like the other observer. That guy seemed pretty cool.
Yeah, I kind of want to know his backstory.
Yeah, I like when he just opens the door. It's just like, "Rrr."
This is definitely like the manga that they can do like branch off from it. Like, have one that kind of explains a little bit more what they do with these things that people sell, like who buys it, you know, or follow like that guy you're talking about, because he seems like a senior, like OG observer that just doesn't like care about anything. So like kind of follow him around.
Why
and,
did
like,
he give up his time?
Yeah, exactly. Like you can get a lot out of this little like series.
I think good storytelling is being able to like build a world and then have gaps in it that there's enough of the world there that you can fill it in with whatever you want.
Exactly.
I mean, look
what we're
at the
doing right now.
fandom for Dark Souls. That does
100%.
not tell a straight through line story. There's so many gaps and holes, and there's just like hundreds of hours of videos you can watch of people like trying to piece together the lore.
Just using like item description and shit.
Yeah.
That's
So there's certain things set in stone, but so many things that are just like up for interpretation. And that's one of the reasons people love those games.
All right, Jeff, we're on to characters now. Who is your favorite character and who is your least?
There wasn't much in terms of characters. I did like the main dude when he got the fresh haircut. Kind of reminded me of myself because I wasn't taking care of myself for a long time, and all it took was like buying a couple of basic new clothes once a season to make myself feel better and to consistently get a proper haircut. And it makes me feel better. Personal grooming and whatnot, and just having him put that shirt on, and she made a comment about you already look like a person who wants to like not end his life anymore. Fucking cat. My least favorite character was his childhood friend, and that fucking letter really fucked me off.
Oh yeah.
I knew it was gonna end badly. I just didn't know how. But her leaving a letter saying, you know, I despise you for the last 3 years.
Oh man.
Jesus said I hate you. I really hope that story you told me about you selling off your life is true, so you die soon.
Hey, didn't she basically want to like try to convince him to kill himself?
No, she was gonna kill herself in front of him.
She was gonna kill
that
herself.
Was it? Yeah.
That was like the only part that really caught me off guard. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I was like, wow. Like
for the most part, I thought it was pretty straightforward and predictable.
I do watch a lot of Japanese dramas. Big moments like that are kind of common in Japan, where people just revealed, I hated you this whole time. I was just making the best of a bad situation being with you.
And next host.
Michael's host.
All right. So let's go. Let's fire this off. Jeff, any character did you relate to?
Main dude.
You explained it. Sorry.
Yeah.
As I asked him, like, wait, shit, never mind. Okay, Will, did you approve of all the actions that each character did?
That each character did? No, can't say I approve of childhood friend like being a whole bitch.
Can't say I approve of selling your life at all.
Yeah.
Or your health. Fuck all that. Live your life.
Yeah.
That whole
there's always something you can do to improve yourself.
Exactly. That whole concept just seems very like selfish almost.
Actually, that's what it's playing. It's almost dangerous to write a story about that. It's almost like glorifying ending your life young.
Yeah. I was explaining earlier of how it almost romanticizing again, just ending your life.
Yeah.
He becomes at peace regardless of the money he received, and he became at peace after the money was gone. And then he's like, dude, I'm just going to end it. Hell yeah.
And so did she.
Yeah, true. Yes.
Okay.
Romeo and Juliet, where they actually kill each
other. Pretty much. Alyssa, how did the characters change? And was there a character who was unnecessary for the story?
Characters change, obviously, with him. He changed in the sense that his mind opened of the value of life, but it just again
he learned to
weird.
Enjoy his life.
Yeah. It's just weird in the sense that it took the mental decision to like, I'm going to end my life. Okay, I'm going to value my life more now that I'm going to end it. It's just weird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very like. So,
any character not needed?
Let's see here.
Unnecessary. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Okay, there's two people that he talked to. There was the old man and then the other just older person at the beginning that both kind of pointed them to the direction of this.
Oh, there's the old dude at the bookstore and there was the younger dude he talked to.
At the
younger dude was
store,
not necessary.
Oh, no, he was CDs. Never mind. Yeah, young dude CDs.
He was unnecessary.
Yeah.
I can't think of what else he added of value to the story unless just like affirming that this place exists.
Yeah.
You know what's scary was that fucking grandmother.
Yeah.
The candy shop owner. He goes
Oh,
to her.
like,
He tells
yeah.
a story
standing there
about,
just.
you really helped me in my childhood. That was only 10 years ago. I never found a way to repay you, but just so you know, that meant a lot to me. And she has aged 10 years, and you can see how miserable you can become just living out your life. So he just gives
the
like a
candy shop
gentle
got
goodbye.
closed, so she
Yeah.
probably like lost her whole business.
So, I mean, this is kind of like do like a whole group thing here. Can I answer? But how'd you guys like the art, like the unique art style compared to like all the other ones that we've read and stuff like that? Was there too much going on in the background? Do we like the character designs? Were they unique? Were they simple, basic? What do you guys think?
I thought it was more on the simple side for most part.
Yeah, I did enjoy it, but I thought it was pretty average.
Yeah. Nothing really. Only a few panels to me like stood out.
Like that Starry Night, whatever.
Yeah,
Starry
like
Lake.
the
Yes.
Starry Lake, the Fireflies.
Fireflies is great.
I think
Yeah.
the only thing I've seen that was different than some of the other ones that we read before was the inclusion of actual photographs.
Oh, that retro, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
The
A rotoscoping is called.
Rotoscoping, that's what it's called.
yeah.
But I don't think it's called rotoscoping for this purposes, is it?
I have no
Yeah.
idea. I just know it's that for when it's like anime
Video.
Yeah, it's just that someone took for the photographs of the vending machines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like real photographs, just kind of like inputted into the panels.
Yeah. I thought that was really cool. I didn't think I'd ever find like photos of vending machines interesting, but like looking at those, I'm like, that's some neato designs and like details.
Neato.
In these goddamn panels. What was everybody's favorite panel? Like favorite part of the book?
Mine was the Fireflies. I liked it better than the...
Starry Lake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have mine. So, and again, it's that. I don't know.
Yeah, mine's also Starry Lake. So Alyssa, put up
And
yours.
screen share. Why?
No? Oh, is your computer hooked up?
It's hooked up, but I should be able to. Oh, you need to allow me to screen share.
You're the host.
You're the
Are you not?
host.
I am the host. Holy shit. Oh, were you actually like changing hosts?
Yeah, I think I accidentally did that instead.
Oh,
So if
no
you
worries.
know-
I meant
Wait.
host like just a person talking kind of thing.
Yeah.
There you
No,
go.
Yeah, we
I
don't
was-
need Mike
no.
pulling up freezing.
Oh, I see what you're saying when you were
No.
giving me permission. Yes.
I was giving you permission. Yeah. Hang on, share screen.
Will's host. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Will's
fine.
host.
I like this.
Oh, I'm host?
Yeah.
Alright. I'm just trying to find my Firefly
Your
panel.
favorite panel.
Yeah, and I'm trying to find that Starry Night one. I just don't remember what chapter it was in.
But yeah, it's like, see, you can tell that these are just like photographs, high contrast, blasts up black and whites.
Yeah.
And,
I never realized that. I thought these were just like actual drawn.
I think there's way too much
Thanks.
detail.
Yeah.
That's why I was like super impressed. I was like, man, that is like some intense detail. But I never thought of that. I didn't even know that was an actual like thing. And now that just makes it more interesting. And Coolio and Will, did you find your Starry Night yet?
No, I don't
Oh,
know.
there you go. I
I
just
found
found it.
Starry Night, but
Or
that's
did
not
you
mine.
find your
Mine's
Fireflies? I
Firefly.
mean,
No.
I found Fireflies.
Okay.
Here, I'll put it in the chat for now.
But it ended shit.
There you go.
All right, I'll bring up this one. Where it be?
Because Starry Night was before Fireflies, right?
I think I just saw it in chapter 12. It's not 12, it's in 13.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Yeah, because chapter 12 was Fireflies. So it has to be before chapter 12, Starry Night.
So pretty.
It's when he tours
And
his childhood home because she recognized it as a road that she also drove down.
Yeah. And here is the Starry Night.
So this one's my favorite panel.
And mine as well. I like that the art style, like the detail of the Starry Night.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Looking
I
at
don't know if
stars on
it's-
the lake are
That's
phenomenal.
a mood right there.
That fat blunt, couple 40s. Oh, rap music playing off a Bluetooth speaker.
uh,
No, that's not.
all right, who's host?
Willie,
I think Mike just did all of art in one thing. So.
Yeah.
it's like I said, it's his choice. If you only want to
Yeah.
focus on one question, make everyone answer it, and I don't care. Do your thing.
So Jeff,
Yo,
what was the message of the story?
don't kill yourself.
Is that the message, though? I don't know. I think they're trying to say.
Life has meaning if you give it meaning.
Yeah. The value of life is what you give it, pretty much.
Yeah.
Value of life is what you put into it.
Put into it.
Oh, there was right in the beginning. There was something about putting work into something, and I think they kept comparing it to his art because had you continued drawing at 17, you could have been incredible. But that's also around the time he kind of lost himself in his life, because that's also around the time his childhood friend sends him that letter.
Yeah.
Keep at it. If your life isn't good, it's up to you to change it.
Yeah. I agree.
It is hard as it is.
Yeah.
Lisa,
What's that?
any part of the writing that you found confusing?
I did find myself getting confused at the part where he did meet his childhood friend at the
Festival?
not at the festival, right at the diner. Because when you guys were saying what happens of
That friend.
how she really felt about him, and yeah, just that whole kind of like sub story that with his childhood friend there. I was confused when I read that, and I remember sitting on the bed here. I was like, Jeff, what part did you get at? No? Okay, I'll talk to you about it after. I might just been my own speed reading of it and not wanting to go back and then try to read through it again. But other than that, it was pretty succinct in how it was written.
Get out of my popcorn, you little shit.
Michael,
Stop.
did any lines stand out to you?
Oh, I had one. Oh, damn it. There was, but now I don't even remember where it was because it was. Oh, damn it. Why did you have to ask me that one?
Can you paraphrase
I think the line that stood out to me the most, actually, I think it was chapter 2. When he was
when she kept offering, you can do whatever.
Yeah.
She just wants it.
Basically, like, tells him how, like, his life was, he wasn't going to achieve anything, accomplish nothing. He wasn't going to be happy. Like, that's why his life was only worth as much as it was. I actually laughed. I thought it was really funny. I'm like, man, that is so sad and dark. Just to have this completely, like, and you can just picture her too. No emotions, just monotone. Just be like, your life, you achieve nothing. You die alone. No one loves you. You love no one. You die literally as it is right now. And it's like, oh, that is dark and deep. And then it gets worse later on when she actually explains to him, like, yeah, if you didn't sell your life, this is what would have happened. You would have gone into a motorcycle accident.
Like lose half his face.
Yeah, been paralyzed and then hang yourself in like this like home basically. It's like, whoa, that's rough to hear.
Yeah, I was talking to someone about moving to Japan because it's actually something in the works right now for him and his lady. And he was talking about how the Japan lifestyle is actually designed around not inconveniencing others, and how beautiful it is there, and the culture is completely different. They do not believe in credit cards. They have these weird. You can't even use your own bank card. They got this other system you use. Cash is strongly preferred. And then I mentioned, I know just a little bit about the culture. Isn't there a stupid high suicide rate though? And he's like, I've never heard of that. And I was just saying, like, yeah, that although that life works for people, stay out of people's way, do your job, essentially pay your taxes and fuck off. Just doesn't work for some people.
Yeah.
Japan just has a crazy high suicide rate. So for her to say, like, you get into a motorcycle accident and hang yourself, I was like, yeah, that sounds like what I was just talking about someone with on the weekend.
And maybe they just have like very different concept of death and dying and
That too.
I really saw
But
that.
like, Japan does definitely seem like one of those things. Like, if you don't finish school and get into like a good paying job right away, or you do, and then you get into a motorcycle accident, and all of a sudden, like now you just can't work anymore. It does seem like the kind of place where it's like, well, now what? There's nothing for me to do. That was it. That was my goal. That was my job.
Now you're inconveniencing others just with your existence.
Exactly. So.
And
yeah,
the work ethic there
I
is
can see
pretty
that.
like hardcore in the sense where like a lot of people just like won't have kids and stuff because they just want to focus on their work.
They won't
Like,
even
I'm
have
pretty
fucking
sure like their
relationships.
yeah, like the relationship status is like weird down there.
Well, at least from the biased news reports I've seen by Vice Media.
Well, Vice is great. I actually really do like the Vice news though.
Me too.
Anyways,
It's hit or miss.
I guess they never miss. Up is William, Mr. Maximilian. Are we still on characters or art or what?
I think we're on writing. I think right now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Nah. Line stand out. This manga, different perspective. Well,
I wouldn't mind one from Miyagi's perspective. I mean, you got like the one chapter from her perspective.
who's?
Miyagi, the chick, the observer.
Oh yeah, the observer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just put Miyagi, guys.
But like maybe like starting it off from like when she started being an observer, like a couple quick stories of some of the people she's observed and stuff before leading up to him.
Like a prequel?
Yeah. Especially like with the one chick that like actually befriended her.
Yeah. Well, she did say that she did have some people that did kind of get violent towards her.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because she wasn't even like phased at that when they're in
She
the
kept offering.
train station. Was it the
Yeah.
train station? When he like basically like, so you're telling me that it'll take like 3 minutes for me to die if I hurt you, and like puts his hands on her shoulder. I was like, oh, is that actually gonna go there? And then like just kind of like, no, I won't. I was like,
He's all bummed
wow.
out.
Yeah.
For her to like not even be phased by that because she's just so used to it. You're just like, man, what
jeez,
the hell?
Miyagi.
Yeah, what has she been through doing this
Yeah,
kind of
she's
shit?
been doing it since she was 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you realize like and then she tells him later, oh yeah, that was a lie. That's just what I tell people to like so they don't.
So they fuck off.
Oh yeah, because there is no way to end his life, like, right? There is no kill switch.
Yeah, I think that's what he
Yeah,
said,
and then it's revealed. Yeah.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Would you read anything by the same mangaka? Everyone.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, I pulled up. I clicked to see if like maybe we read something. And that's how I figured this out, and I already have one queued
cigarette
that I'm
anthology.
definitely gonna read. This Azura and Claude. I kind of want to read. The description says the job is to take control of the target's body and lead them to suicide, but it's not so
Yeesh.
simple this time. So I'm
Watch
like,
what
ooh.
this guy's writing. Alyssa's host.
I'm
So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna be reading this.
Okay, let's answer this as fast as you can. Jeff, would you like an anime for this?
Would I watch an anime for it?
Fast.
Yes,
Why?
because I already know the story, so I'd be comfortable diving into a story that I'm already familiar with.
Did anyone do a Google search to see if there was one?
Seeing it in a different media.
Did not.
Both you guys are Googling, so I'm not going to answer the question real quick. Mike,
Yep.
would you prefer an anime show or a movie or live action?
I would prefer a movie, like an hour. You could definitely fit this into like a movie, hour and a half to like under 2 hours for sure.
That's kind of a weird question. Will the anime keep the same art style or should it change?
I mean, it just looked like a typical anime.
Oh, fuck you, sir. I disagree.
Alright.
Why do you disagree, Jeff?
I don't actually disagree.
Oh.
I just want
That's
to
why
start
no
with-
one's like wanting to like jump in. Okay, good question for each one of you. If this were to be put into the style of any other animated TV show,
Claymation.
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 Like puppets, those Mariette puppets.
I want it all redone with the Muppets.
I still haven't listened to that Hamilton thing.
It's so funny.
It's fucking
I gotta listen
ridiculous.
to it.
One person's just a straight chicken and they can't speak, so they go. Bark, 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 bark.
So can you imagine Miyagi being like just the chicken voice?
You're right,
Not
Miyagi.
only is she invisible, but she's also a chicken.
He goes to kiss her.
Also, to go back, if this was an actual movie, it actually started off as a novel called 3 Days of Happiness, and then it was adapted into a manga
Don't spoil the ending with the title, you stupid fuck.
called I Sold My Life for 10,000 Yen, but there is no actual movie
Anime.
or anime or anything of that sort.
Untapped market, especially.
But to answer the question seriously, just get whoever did what's it called? Silent Voice. That's the art style.
The guy who did silent voice to do this movie.
Yeah.
The studio.
That'd be a good one. It was like the next one is a voices one.
Sure.
Mm.
Oh, you're the host. It's your call. You can make anyone do anything.
Let's do Hollywood movies.
Oh, like we're whitewashing this?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. All right, main character.
Doesn't have to stick to the same age range or nothing. Who would you like to see play these characters?
Main character.
Steve Buscemi.
No.
No,
He's
he's the guy in the bookstore.
That would fit well.
That would fit well,
or he's the other observer.
Yeah,
That's what I was
about
thinking.
to say that. Yeah, I think
He
Jonah
can
Hill
be-
would be good for the main character.
Why?
Pretty funny. He just has like that really like shitty scratchy voice. Like, he just sounds like his voice would fit in perfectly with it. Oh my god, I can't even fucking do it.
Are you
No, no, I
Seth
can see,
Rogen
like-
or Jonah Hill? Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill,
Okay.
like yeah.
I can see like Nicholas Hoult. And just looks like an average kind of dude, but like, because the guy seems tall. I don't know.
I can see Nicholas Hoult.
Oh, are we? Oh, like people to actually play the characters also?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were talking about just voicing. That's why I said
Oh
Jonah
yeah,
Hill.
sorry. I realized I said voices, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I
Any
gotta
character.
rethink then.
What about you, Jeff?
Main character. I don't know too many like teenage dudes.
Well, he's like almost.
Yeah.
He's
like
20.
Late
I
20s?
think he's 21.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah, because he was 11 when he made that promise with that girl. Oh, not promise,
that's right.
but like, let's get married. And then 10 years later,
Yeah.
I said he'd be 20, 21. Well, he can drink in Japan, so he has to be 21.
Yeah.
Ah, you little prick.
Doesn't have to be the main character if there's anyone else speaking.
Bam Margera.
Like,
You can play that like random dude in that bonus chapter with the little girl.
There you go.
Michael Sos again. Yeah, Bam Margera as the main dude.
I'm trying to think who would be the main
Like,
chick.
pair him up with like Lily James.
Ooh, Lily James is like.
She's way too mature looking to be paired up with that.
Yeah, so make it really fucked. So he's like, I hate my life.
Bamager's dad could just play the other observer.
Are we talking like Jackass days, Bam
Start beating the
Margera,
shit
or
out of him.
Bam Margera now?
No, Jackass one days. Like
Or
CKY Bam Margera.
Who's the guy that are we talking about? Like
Actually, that would fit well because can't
pre or
yourself.
post Ryan Dunn, Bam Margera.
Pre, you fucking asshole. No, CKY, that camp. Is it camp kill yourself or can't kill yourself? I never knew what CKY stood for.
I don't know.
Actually, I don't think I've actually ever even tried Googling it and figuring
The most
that out.
positive is can't kill yourself because he's like a skateboarder who keeps busting his face and shit.
And you see the role of the Jackass guys playing all these people.
It is camp
And
kill
also
yourself, yeah.
Camp?
Yeah, camp.
Okay, camp kill yourself, yeah. Yeah, that works well. So yeah, Lily Jane's being all mature and him like slowly falling for her, this mature being that's way beyond his reach that no one else can see. And then every time she goes on like a weekend bender, and then the dad comes in, Bam Margera just kicks the shit out of him.
Just
You're acting crazy out there, man.
I'm just trying to wipe my ass.
Observe this, Dad. Cash your
Okay.
hands.
Jeff, you already answered this one, but Will and Alyssa, if you want to quickly answer, did any scenes stir up emotions for you guys?
Oh yeah, the scene where she told him that she loves him.
Yeah.
I thought that was beautiful.
I did legitimately like feel for the relationship
Yeah.
once they kind of like started actually like going.
Yeah. I liked how he
So like when they were like just
suaved himself into it.
so when they were just kind of like going around like taking photos and then like the firefly scene, I was just like kind of like smiling while reading it.
And tears rolling down your eye, like.
Why can't I have this? Do I have to sell my life?
Probably.
All right, let's shoot through this
No,
one.
that's not the thing here. See, that's what's concerning to me.
You just got to be more active on Facebook so girls can creep your background. You need an active Facebook, an active Instagram, and then magically a girlfriend will fall into your lap. I
Yeah,
promise
and you just need to send more girthy dick pics.
You gotta have girth.
My fat nuts.
Your schmeat.
Yeah.
You can just like wrap your balls around the base of your cock.
I'm gonna fire this one off.
It's so
to everybody. Starting with Jeff.
So,
what would you do if you're the main character?
not kill myself.
Yeah, Will,
Yeah, I would not have sold my life.
Alyssa.
Not kill myself.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Yeah, actually, I didn't get that question. You guys said, do you agree with your character's decisions? No, that was fucking stupid. But sorry.
I mean, once he had already like committed to it, like
commit to the bit, you know?
Oh, too late. Did you guys learn anything?
I think I did. While reading, I made a mental note, like actually that learn question. I want to say this, but I forget what it was.
Oh, I think I just pooped my pants.
Fuck, I was just watching Jim Jeffries' new stand-up on Netflix. That shit's pretty good. Half of it is like him trying to tell a story about like, because apparently he's lactose intolerant, him like eating out with his girlfriend, then trying to like make it home in time so he can take a shit. But like, it would be like 5 minutes of him like getting through this bit of the story and then just going on a tangent of like something else. And then like, anyway, and just continues the story.
All right.
It's a pretty good special.
Last couple of questions I'll wrap up into one. Did this manga change your opinions on anything and your views on anything?
No.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I can maybe that's symbolism. You can kind of see the mindset of some people when they're going into that phase of wanting to end your life. Yeah. Well, again, knowing that you're ending your life.
Yeah.
And doing the active steps to do it. Everything kind of seems like, oh, perfect once you kind of made that mental decision.
Yeah.
And you kind of do all the rationalization and things in your own head about it to be like, oh, well, my life is done, I'm gonna go about it.
Justify it.
My life is over and I couldn't be happier.
Yeah. I remember,
really like that song.
let's get like weird and dark with it, but I remember reading something like whenever somebody tries to kill themselves, like when they hang themselves, they want to do it and like they're determined to do it and they do it, but then that's why they like struggle so much. It's not just because they're obviously like suffocating and they're in pain, but they're actually like trying to like undo it basically. Like there's always like when somebody like kills themselves,
when
it's just that last second where they're like reaching and like try to grasp onto like life again.
I've actually learned about it. Even people who say they jumped off bridges and lived say they all regretted it. Your body automatically goes into survival mode. The brain will try as hard as possible to preserve itself. It goes beyond your own being, your own understanding. It's the brain trying to stay alive.
Yeah.
So you got to be like dude from Orange. Truck.
Dude from what?
It's the dude from Orange.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's another common thing.
The thing is, he's obviously just trying to get into another isekai. That's how they all start. He gets hit by a truck, get transported to a new world.
Okay, at the end, anyways.
Alyssa, you were saying something?
Oh no, just that it's a common observation with people who decide this is the day I'm going to commit suicide, they're all of a sudden like happier in those last few moments when they make that mental decision on this date. Yeah.
Yeah. They're like,
and
get shit done.
Yeah, this can be like a romanticized version of that kind of process or that time frame of, yes, I'm going to decide to commit myself on this date.
Yeah. I mean, I can definitely, like we were saying earlier, I can see how like doing something like this kind of gives like the wrong impression, like, oh, like, you know, kill yourself, you know, get money for your family, stuff like that. But I think another meanings too is just that he thought his life was done and worthless, but then at the end he realized like, I control my future and my fate, and I decide how much it's worth. At that point, yeah. But unfortunately,
a little too late, but yeah.
Yeah, it was a little too late, but it's a good message to like anybody else out there that you can ultimately change how much your life is worth. You just have to find the help, put in that effort, you know, talk to somebody, just meet somebody, just get out there, do something. Don't just keep yourself trapped in your bubble, which I know is hard to get out of that bubble, but just trying to find that way of just getting out of that bubble. And for him, he knew he was going to be dead in 3 months, so he just did not give two shits. He just went out and did it. And then through there, that's when he started realizing, okay, my life is changing. It's actually worth a lot more than what it was. I'm happy now and all that stuff too. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. It is like fantasizing and romanticizing like the whole like suicide thing, but then at the same time that message of like you can ultimately change your life. It doesn't have to end, kind of thing. So
yeah, I did learn through therapy, but this was my first bout in like 2018 that some people place the barriers on themselves without even meaning to. Typically it's with parents. Like, I would love to do this, but you know, my parents have these expectations of me. The second barrier is typically relationships. I would love to do this, but you know, my partner doesn't really agree, or my partner doesn't want to move to this place, or my partner doesn't want to see me get hurt and take up skateboarding or something like that. And then third barrier obviously is just yourself.
Yeah. You know,
once you can get over those, you can start living.
Smooth sailing. Very much so.
Also, just doing a little. Wait, hold on.
No, I'm not home for shit, bitch.
Mental math here. So for his 30 days, assuming he got 70K for 30 days.
That's not, no. Check your math. I'm kidding. I have no idea, dude.
I have no idea anything.
I'm only saying because they said he was able to pay off everything but 3 years, and she had 10 years left, I think. And when I think she said that she got the same amount as him, but this is before he knew that he actually got 10 yen. So I'm assuming at that point it's still at a 10K a year. So for 7 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your math sounds fine.
I'm curious how many a year that would be.
To kind of briefly go back to the isekai thing, or we can talk about it afterwards because I want to wrap it up.
Are you talking about that suicide meme?
What?
All right. There's a suicide meme of a noose hanging in like alone in a room, but through the noose is like an anime world, and they're like anime chicks like, come on.
I've never seen that. That is a spicy meme. Holy shit. That is a very tight group kind of meme right there.
Yeah, I saw it with it was like a real life photo, and the Photoshop was inside the noose, and it was like the chicks from Love Live, like, yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good stuff.
Fuck.
I like that.
That's a rough one.
But who's host? Who's wrapping this up?
Well, I mean, it can jump back to me anyways. Unless you want to exit out.
No, I'm good. You can do it.
Unless you want to host and exit us.
You're the host of hosts.
Mm-hmm.
The MC, as you could say.
Okay, but that was week 11 of Manga Club. We read I Sold My Life for 10,000 yen a year. We can't pronounce the name of the mangaka, but sure. Signing off with Alyssa. William.
Yo.
Michael.
Bye.
And toodles.
And your host, as always, Jeff Gabil. Thank you for watching.